So this one we don't play with CO power, right?
I just no CO power.
Okay.
The medic, yeah. Available here. I really like the shorter timers we have on Warside. I don't think Sparky was a fan, but they were fun. I really enjoyed them. think this map is very open. But I like the other ones we played that have like a few more choky areas. I think snipers and medics really shine in spaces like that. John Doe, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Ruvinella and I are playing some matches on Warside. John Doe, do you come from the Warside Discord or the Wargroup Discord? Tell us about yourself. Warside, nice. Yeah, we need more. I was telling Ruben, oh, I wish more Warside players came to watch the streams, to play a few matches. I've been playing a lot of skirmishes. Nice. Oh, cool. Well, if you want to do like to try out PvP, let me know, and I think Ruben would also like to join there. But yeah, it would be really cool to start having like that more frequent together. This is a custom map made precisely for that, Jumbo. It's designed specifically for PvP. Of course, you can use some of the maps that we use for AI games. But this one is specifically made so that it's harder to stall. There's more opportunities for mobility and for positional play. So let's see how that develops. Gotta learn a bit more PvP because AI you can just rush bombers and not win. Yeah, exactly. The AI has improved a lot. It's so much better than its first iteration. But yeah, it's still nothing compared to a human opponent. No, yeah, and the AI cannot deal with bombers. Because even when it like makes anti-air, it doesn't, like the AI doesn't position it well, or it doesn't chain anti-air. So one of their anti-air units, most times that's a free hit because they won't be able to counterattack that. You know, well, you're going this way, nice. I thought you were gonna go this way. I don't know why. It's interesting, to say the least. Going in. It's a bit late to the party. He's getting there. I think I'm gonna try and get some free shots over here with my helicopter before sending it to the main front. I'm gonna need another medic, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, is this a free shoulder? Soldier, I mean? Shoulder? I don't know why you said shoulder. 5, 6, so this little piggy is getting this. John Doe is saying, why so many troops? Oh, I'll answer your question in a second. Just let me build this real quick. Yeah, I don't want any more troops. Nice. Yes, that's a good question. Why so many troops? That seems to be a popular tactic. Is it just more flexible than going heavy into mech early? And by mech, I suppose you're referring to like tanks or something like that. Yeah, basically they are pretty good for unit count, for walling, for yes, yeah, for capturing, for flipping properties. Usually in games, in other games of this genre, like Advanced Wars and especially in Wargroove, like the basic infantry is the most cost-effective unit. So, for example, in Wargroove, a sword costs 100 gold, and it deals a lot of damage and it can do a lot of things against other more expensive units that justify its price. Also, the more units you have on the field, the more actions you have. Oops, sorry, turn that off. And walling is also another reason. Like you can make walls, you can protect your stronger units during mid and late game, the mid and late game phase. The more units you have, the more meat shields you have. So that's a sad reality. They are going to be meat shields very soon. But yeah, that's just a few of the reasons why we spam infantry as much as we can. Look, this is a great example. Ruvinel is making a great wall here, so I'm not allowed to hit the tank. I would have gotten the first hit on at least this tank if Ruvinel wasn't protecting all of this with the meat shield, the infantry units. So thank you for the example, Ruvinel. That is great. And if you notice, Ruvinel is also flipping a ton of properties over here. So that's also another reason why vehicles can decapture, they can decap, but they cannot capture, you cannot turn the properties to your own color. So for that you need infantry, and the cheapest infantry, of course, is the regular soldier. You could also use medics for that, or snipers, but of course they're more expensive. Also, look at this on this side. If you notice, Ruvinel is not giving me enough surface to get a good attack. Like the positions of these soldiers are designed carefully, so I cannot go in. I can go in with one, and that's it. So it's not gonna be very good for me. That's another thing you can do, only if your unit count is high enough. Now that I have a medic here, I'm confident enough to do this. I can start getting my own units there, and I think I'm gonna have to change my initial plan. This copter is closer than I thought, than I had calculated, so I think we're gonna need to go back a bit. And I don't want to attack here yet. I want to get a good wall, just like Ruvinel is doing. So well, I think I can get away with this. Yeah, and then look, I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna give as few points of contact as I can, and the few points of contact that are gonna be open, I'm gonna try to cover with the little soldiers. With the little guys, exactly. Sorry, little guys. You're the heroes of the army, but you're kind of meat shields to say it bluntly. Well, I think need another helicopter. Funnily enough, I don't know if that's gonna change or not, but right now anti-air is really not that useful. We were checking in during the matches against Sparky. That helicopters basically counter anti-air, especially if you have like a repair station near enough. It's very much worth it to just dive in with your copters into the enemy units. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go over here. Oh no, time's running out. Hey. At least I gotta say it to a safe place. Do I have another 06 unused units? No, those are staying there. These guys. Let's see if I can reposition them. No, that's not that bad. But yeah. I don't remember, like. Copter on copter is better than flak on copter because of the mobility and first attack advantage. Yeah, unfortunately that is the case right now. I think I don't know if it's, well, I think it's a problem, and the way to fix it I think would be very easy. If they go like the same route they went for Advance Wars by Web, or Advance Wars, where if you attack an anti-air with a helicopter, you still get more damage than what you deal. I think that would be a way to nerf them, to nerf helicopters. Another way would be to give the flak guns more mobility. Right now they move 5 tiles, if I recall correctly. Tanks move 6, so they have less mobility than a tank. They don't one-shot anti-air, and they are very vulnerable to copter fire. So yeah, I don't think they're in a good place right now. Oh, nice. We know going in strong with an attack on this side. I'm not an expert by any means, John, though. I'm just learning Warside, and even on my main game Wargroove, I'm like just barely decent. But these are like the basics of PvP. You want to have as high of a unit count as possible. I get so intimidated with people like this, XCOM or StarCraft. Oh, XCOM is truly intimidating. I kind of got over the idea of PvP with chess, but it's just not the same thing. If you play chess, PvP, it's not the same thing for sure, but many principles are still the same or kind of similar. A few like tactics players also play chess like that. Personally, I don't. Once you get a hold of the forests, yeah, I think I'm just gonna reshuffle this like this. should have changed the captures. So the next best thing I can do. I think. Not bad. I don't know if I wanted to do that. Oh no! I couldn't get my last minute count. Saying there's a huge hump in getting over that first like 100 losses. I think that's a thing for like all PvP games. You're gonna lose at the beginning unless there's a lot of new players. Yeah, you're gonna lose, and I think that's completely normal and part of learning. Even in bigger games like Advanced Wars by Web, Age of Empires, or StarCraft that you mentioned. Yeah, in all of those games, you're gonna lose a ton and then start winning, start calibrating your ELO or MMR or whatever system they use. Yeah. Personally, I don't mind losses. I don't mind losing a lot, but I understand that a lot of people do, and a lot of people feel bad or they don't like it when they lose. But yeah, it's very difficult to get new players into a game like this because the player base is very small as it is. And if players like new players can't get wins, yeah, they're gonna leave. They're gonna think the game's boring or too difficult or not worth it, sweaty. So it is a problem in and of itself. But how do you do? I don't know, like how to solve that. Getting more people involved is always a good thing, and it helps with that, of course. It's also a large time investment just for an L. Yeah, a lot. I don't personally, as I was telling you, I don't see it like that. Or I try to not see it like that. Like it's a time investment. I say, okay, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna learn the game. That like in and of itself is already a win. So if I win or lose, I personally I don't care that much. But a lot of people, and it's very justifiable, see it like that. Like, oh, if I invest all of this time, I want to win. I need to win. Yes, that's absolutely logical to think about it that way too. But exactly, and that is what I was trying to address. Like, how do you fix a game to allow you to play like for that to get some wins when the player base is so small and the like the new player influx is also so slow? Because yeah, for single player, there's a lot more players than for multiplayer. Nice. My turn. A healthy mindset. Thank you. I don't know, but I think because I'm a teacher in real life, that is what I teach. Like, if you want to learn anything, you cannot focus on the results. Well, you can, of course, but it's the worst strategy. Let's put it that way. If you focus on the results, your results are gonna suffer. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds really counterintuitive, but yeah, the more you focus on doing well, the worse you're gonna do. Ruben is not giving me anything. That's good, that's good. I'm not complaining, I'm just admiring. Well, I have something. 45. What? 36. If I do this, it clears. It doesn't clear by 1%. Oh no, I hope it clears after the heal. Oh yeah. I think now it's a good time to start pumping out some anti-air. I wanted to get a big unit out, but I think I'm gonna stick to anti-air again to keep my unit count going. Oh, now that my helicopter is here, I can start playing more aggressively. Not too much. It's a tad. Yeah, I think that's good reshuffle there. And I need to use my tanks to at least protect them. No, oh my god. It's a good thing I didn't do that, because I was gonna get hit by the helicopter. Mountain advantage. Oh yes, defense is a really cool mechanic. Take into consideration. I'll go get some water, I'll be back in just a minute. Damages are or no. Damage coming in. How long have you been streaming? Like 40 minutes, I think. Let me check. Exactly 46 minutes and 56 seconds. Oh, do you mean like since I started streaming? Since today? Yeah, today like 40. Not today. Sorry. Like I think it's been close to. I want to say 2 years, but I need to check. At least a year and a half. So yeah, I mainly do war group streams. I love map design. I focus on map design. That's why my logo is talking maps. Let me show it to you real quick. That's it. Talking maps. I love map design. Trying out new ideas. Testing for turn advantage. Eco curves, all of that, and yeah, I'm like slowly branching out to other games, because one of the ideas I have and I want to experiment with is that map design ideas and concepts for tactics games are somewhat translatable, I guess. Like you go, no, I am. I got distracted. Basically, that you can use the same principles of map making design across games. That's like the theory, and I wanna try it out, or fail miserably trying. This is my only hope. Nice. My helicopter died. Oh, Ruben, I was keeping up the helicopter chain. Try to stop it with this. I think that's all we can. Yeah, I'm not going there. But I'm going this way. Yeah. All right. There was this one skirmish map where you spawn in the middle of 5 people. Everyone has chances for huge ecos. There's another dude pulling up around you, and the other 4 are recorders. I bring this map up because I had this locking mechanism where it was basically impossible to break through because it only had 1 point of contact, and you had the chance to fully control it. Super cool. Oh yeah, like skirmish maps don't need to take into consideration things like turtling or yeah, unit compositions or anything like that, because basically the AI just spams the same units over and over, and they do the same thing over and over. Basically they throw everything into the meat grinder and that's it. Sounds like a good idea. This guy. Yeah. I'm losing, but I'll do my best. How frequently do you stream? I try to stream at least once or twice a week. We stream the Fight Club, the War Group Friday Fight Club every Friday, so you can watch it. And I usually do another stream on Sundays or Saturdays. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a short one on losing everything. I'm gonna cast some War Group PvP matches. So if you're interested in that, in War Group PvP, be sure to catch it. It's gonna be fun. Oh no, it's one square short. Switch as a last resort kind of deal. Oh no, didn't see it count. Nice. Phew. Got it. Why do you stream? It's fun, and that is a very good question. I found that streaming is a great way to start a community and to run to start running events. The Wargroove community, the one player base is really small, but it's very very closely, like very close, very united, really friendly, and I think a lot of that has to do with streaming. Not particularly my streaming in that case, but there's a channel on YouTube and Twitch called Group of War, and they streamed for years. They're still streaming. They took a hiatus, but the main commentator Barrett came back like a month or 2 months ago, I think. And the whole community rallies, the whole PvP community rallies around that. And I thought, that's really cool like a cool way to make friends, to play matches, to see the game's, the game's potential. So I thought I could do that for map design, which is what I like best. And yeah, so far I've learned a lot about map design through my stream. I haven't done that in a while, but it started as me interviewing some of the most prominent map makers in Wargroove and asking them about their designs, their design principles, or rules, or the ideas they got. And yeah, I've learned a ton from them. I guess that's why I stream. One of the coolest things you've learned about map design, there's a ton of them, but that you can get away with breaking the rules or the principles, like things that are considered standard in games. If both players can do it, and if both players keep the same level of initiative after that, yeah, you can do really cool things. For instance, there are maps with contested production buildings, which is something that wouldn't work in PvP normally, but if you know how to do it and if both players have the same like initiative and the same resources to do it, it's perfectly fine and it's fun. Oh, I think we have a bot.
I'm done with my turn.
Nice. Let me. I think you. I didn't mean to get distracted the other time. Thank you for letting me know. some units over here as well. I think it's really cool that you started pumping out the what is this guy? The snipers like later in the game. Two museums. You see them? We had some. We need some bot begun. Thank you, Jeff, for reminding me, John Doe. Let me get to that. And it was from an account created today. For a while, Twitch was like pretty good at detecting bots and like stopping them before they send their messages. And I don't know what happened. That now. It's the same deal again, like bots are like everywhere. Oh, there's another very good example of why you want as many foot soldiers as you can. Look, if it wasn't thanks to this little hero, Rubenel's helicopter would be in range of this anti-air. For some damage on the heli. Yeah. You mean here, right? No, but I mean, I'm gonna be able to at least take that heli. It's not gonna be enough, I think. Well, no, No, I think I've lost. I'm gonna play one more turn, but I think the
Okay.
game's over.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll play it. We know. And what do you think about the map?
It's nice.
I like that it's more open than what we've been playing on this. That does change, or that makes you change the.
I think this one
Yes.
is the best so far, I think.
Oh, is this your favorite so far?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Skyra's gonna be very happy. Skyra's the maker, the original map maker. I'm gonna tell them.
In Wargroove?
Yeah, exactly. He's so good and so strict about map making. He tests for everything. He's great at calculating income, calculating eco. Is this? Nah, it won't kill, right? Yeah, no. No. Yeah, I think that's gonna be GG for me, so I'm gonna cheat. Wow. But of course I'm not gonna
GG.
keep playing. Cheater or something.
GG.
GG, Ruby, no.